Can you believe it? Less than 24 hours left until, so far, my personal game of the year and possibly game of my life. No, that's too much. Until Library of Ruina releases. Way, yay! By the time this video goes out, it might be even less than 24 hours, I think, because it's saying 1 day left on Steam, so it's iffy. If it doesn't give me hours, I'm too much of an idiot to sometimes like get when it actually releases. And 16th of May may be different for them, you know. What time zone is Korea? I wouldn't know because I can't into time. I'm not Hokma. I'm not Brockma. Let's read on though before I waffle on any longer. Jesus Christ. Not the last time, come on, but one last time before the release of Ruina, we're gonna read the Distortion Detective, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get hyped, most likely. Oh, I'm a little bit afraid of being hyped, to be honest, since I'm usually not hyped for video games, since I'm old and jaded, and since I've seen a lot of not only early access games, but games in general that are just straight up disappointing. Sad. It's sad when you get older. It's sad when you can't get happy anymore. It's sad when you can't get it up anymore. Chapter 6, Smoking Pipe. I should just read. I let out a crimson red breath. We have 1 month until we leave for District 11. I've accepted taking Han Hee-jun's offer to be an effective truth at this point, and I imagine it will be a long trip. We might never come back even. We're shopping at Workshop Boulevard today. That means we also get to eat outside, right? We're not going there for leisure. I know! Our purpose of visit is to request workshops for the equipments and gadgets we need in our office. Ezra spoke with excitement. This could be our very last chance to shop. I know that too. We gotta leave in a month. Man, a month is a very long time actually. You can stay here if you want to. I just can't let you eat all the treats down here by yourself though. Both of them are kinda like, they like it, right? Why is my scrolling not working? Come on. Okay, it's working now. Very professional. The workshops in the Boulevard treat various necessaries and supplies as well as equipment for fixes. Therefore, it's important to pick the right workshops according to your needs. Of course, workshops try to advertise themselves as well. Some become known through word of mouth, despite how complicated it can be to navigate the products at a workshop. I don't expend any effort towards looking for adequate workshop goods myself. My assistant Ezra here is a maniac for workshop products. She seems to have a peculiar tendency to prefer more expensive workshops, but she does a lot of research on various gears and gadgets, and the ones she purchases end up being quite reliable. She's pretty much stuffed her personal collection of gadgets in the dimensional bag by now. So this is basically the non-ego equivalent of gear, I guess, since workshop products. It must be stuff like made by Corporation X or Corporation D or Corporation F, right? Maybe there's different workshops. I don't know. We definitely don't know a lot about this, but I do hope we get to learn a whole lot more. Detective, the workshops are frequent or all sold out of request slots. I wonder what's up. I don't know. Maybe Corona? Maybe the fingers are out wreaking havoc on some place we haven't seen. So have you failed to get any of the equipment we wanted? Yep. I have. We're not gonna get the gadgets in time if I request them for them any later, Ezra mumbled. I walked the streets, believing that things will work out anyhow. Oh, that's a good mindset to have. Detective behind us. Yes, a bunch of nuisances are after us. Could they be from a syndicate? Maybe an office of fixers, or perhaps a wing even? Oh my god, not a wing. Whichever they may belong to, they're all essentially the same. They want to extract information from me. Well, to have a friendly chat with the fellows following us into the streets like this, we need to go deeper into the alleys. Well, is she gonna wreck them? We slowly walk through the complex alleyways, intertwined like a maze. Steel doors are lined up on the walls, guarding residences that don't appear to be well maintained. The time is noon. Easy to deal with ordeal-wise, but maybe it's not that easy for her, who knows. The noise of pedestrians fades away, while the footsteps of our pursuers becomes louder. We've arrived at a dead end, an empty lot. This is our favorite spot for conversations. So this happens regularly, I guess? Nice. An obscure corner in the streets with no witnesses. And even if a witness were to exist, they wouldn't be able to go anywhere from here. Wow. Now, what could you be wondering about, friends? So much as to follow us all the way out here. Why is Moses such a badass? Jesus, I love her. Moses could definitely, if we get to see more of Moses, and if there's, I don't know how many chapters they plan to release, but if she becomes an even more fleshed out character, who knows? Maybe I'd like her even more than Bina. You know, just saying, I'll keep my options open here. I took out my pipe from its inner coat pocket and held it between my lips. That's a lot of people. I'm seeing around 30 of them. They're all wearing green suits. Must be security team clerks, right? Jesus. Just end them. Just a single bullet, you know, from a magical gun, or maybe a few execution bullets would be enough. Moses, don't worry. The distortion doesn't seem too bad. All of them are holding weapons like bats and knives. One in a green fedora, a lady, walks up to us and starts speaking. Are you Moses, the fixer from Cookie Street? Cookie Street? Oh, Cookie. Yes, I am, I answered with a smile. We'd like to purchase that long smoking pipe you're carrying. This was unexpected. Someone already has intel on my pipe? What do you mean by already? How long did you have it? Already is a very specific word to use in that instance, I think. For how much? Ezra asks with sparkling passion in her eyes. God damn it, Ezra, we're not selling it. 100 million an. That's a fictional currency, right? Because it doesn't tell me anything. What currency do they use in Korea anyway? That would be worth looking up. I might do that later when I edit. Nay, this thing's worth at least 500 million. There's no way we're negotiating for a price that low, right, detective? Ezra said in a rather disappointed tone. Not even 500 million an could buy it. This is essentially part of me, you see. I never fathomed the idea of selling it to anyone. Who told you about this pipe, by the way? It's unfortunate. We were looking forward to a graceful trade. The one in the fedora walked back and blended into the group. Goodbye, my lady. Ezra, can you handle all of them on your own? Yes, Chief. Ezra yelled as she put her dimensional back on the ground. Street combat loadout. In response to Ezra's command, the Nesta hammer flew into her hand as she got equipped with Alice workshop gloves. The group of 30 people started charging at us all at once. Ezra blocks off the cramped passage to the empty lot by herself as she takes on the gang one by one. What are they doing one by one? You're supposed to swarm them. Alice's workshop gloves can accelerate the movement of her hands by 5 times the velocity. Activating the gloves, she swings her Nesta hammer, a small one-handed hammer suited for combat in confined spaces such as the alleyway we're in right now. The hammer is capable of delivering impact to a large area of the object its head comes into contact with. Okay. When a Nesta hammer hits one hoodlum in green with such an accelerated force, it punches a wide hole through his chest. What the fuck? What? She just pierced someone with a hammer? That's a blunt object. How much force does there have to be for it to pierce them? She violently swings her other hand to crush the jaw of another ruffian rushing at her. She breaks the bones and smashes the flesh of one mobster at a time, but not even her superior physique could impede all of them from getting through the passage. Most of all, Ezra is not being serious in the first place. God, she must be such an Amazonian goddess. Oh, Ezra. I really like both of them. Yes, they're such wacky characters, but still kind of mysterious since they seem to be very powerful. Just Ezra taking on like 30 of them at once. Not even going, haha, this is not even my final phase, but just having fun and letting them through to Moses. And Moses having this very expensive thing, her pipe, that seems to be just incredibly strong. We don't know anything about the power levels, but if they are still somehow afraid of some fixes the Wings could send, then I don't know what to expect really in Ruina, since in Ruina we will get a lot more about fixers, right? Roland is a fixer, and possibly the people we're fighting will be a lot of fixers. I don't know if we'll be fighting any abnormalities, or abnormalities will be just cards. Spoilers, I've read the manual. but this world building is amazing already, since it's something fresh, you know. It's not... It feels very cyberpunky, but it's not the old treaded ground of cyberpunk. It's not the same old shit, basically. It's a very fresh and different take on it, in my opinion, since it's not too cybery, but it's very punky and very futuristic. Hehe, please take care of the ones I missed, Detective. I'm cutting your salary. What? I let out a crimson red breath. Here we go. The smoking pipe emitted a scarlet glow before assuming the shape of a sword. I grabbed its handle and prepared to talk. I positioned myself and stepped the blade into the neck of a thug running at me. With elegance and composure in every step, I punctured a red hole in the body of each gangster coming at me. The strong scent of blood soon filled the alleyway and the lot. Detective, that fedora guy's trying to run away! Ezra yelled at me, her body covered in blood. This feels all so nonchalantly, but they are massacring these people. Is this like a daily occurrence for them? Wow. I breathed a violet breeze into my pipe. The pipe began flailing around as it elongated. It soon shifted into a whip with purple thorns growing out of it. As if I needed any more reason to love Moses even more, I lashed out my pipe to snatch the ankle of the person in the fedora. They stumbled and fell flat on their face into a pool of blood. Ezra drags the fallen mobster and drops him in front of me. Tell me, who gave you the information about my pipe? I was trying to avoid using it too often so I wouldn't draw unnecessary attention. I'm afraid I cannot say. Ezra, go have some nice heart-to-heart talk with this fellow. Leaving the interrogation to Ezra, I smoked alone in the empty lot. In case you're wondering why I'm not doing any ASMR sounds for smoking, I seriously have nothing here that could make that sound since I've never smoked in my life and I never will. I'm not straight edge, don't worry, I just don't like smoking. Not so long after, Ezra came back with the person whose face was now mashed pretty badly. Ooh. You definitely don't want to get on their bad side. Detective, this one seems to have a lock on their brain or something. I can't get them to spill the beans no matter what I do. I lifted the head of the mobster and took a look at the back of their head. The tiny logo of LobCorp is branded on it. Indeed, it's locked with a singularity. The client must have spent quite a bit of money. Still, there's a way as long as it's not the more expensive type. I exhaled a wide puff through the pipe. The smoke curls around the mobster's body. Now, take a deep breath in. They began to tremble as they inhaled the smoke. You're not acting out of your own will anymore. You're obeying my will. The lock will obstruct your thoughts no longer. They slowly began to speak at last. Uriah Atelier wanted to study the mechanisms of that pipe. Said it's okay for us to kill as long as we brought the thing. Ezra's eyes were wide open, shocked by what she just heard. Ezra, do you know anything about Uriah Atelier? Of course, it's a premium workshop only accessible to people with their membership. It's probably one of the top 10 workshops in District 14, I think. The workshop maniac's eyes sparkled as she gave the explanation. And why couldn't we join that membership? The conditions are a bit tricky. I don't think they'll accept us. They want to study the mechanisms of my smoking pipe, huh? I'm interested in learning how this thing works as well. Do you think that workshop could provide us with the gear we need? Yeah, you bet! They most certainly have the skills. Ezra, lead me to this Uriah Atelier. Let's say hello to whoever tried to get us killed. And take this thug with us, just in case. Okay, we're gonna read another one. How long have we been recording? Like 15 minutes or something? The next chapter is a real piece of work. Looking forward to it. Chapter 7. Come on, what is it? Oh, a little bit of an interlude, I think. A report on Moses and Ezra? That's not a real chapter though, is it? Oh, but we get a little bit... Oh god, fuck, look at her. We get a little bit of backstory, so that's always nice. A little bit of pictures to go with it too, so I don't need to include them. Hot damn, look at those hips. Jeez. Made for breeding, definitely. Name Moses, age 49. Maybe not made for breeding anymore, but was made for breeding. Gender female, affiliation 7 association, grade 5 fixer. How many grades are there? Do we know already? Height, 156 centimeters. What a short stack. Hobbies, closing her eyes and indulging in deep thought, cleaning her smoking pipe. Specialties, concentration and quick wits. Her birthday is on November 30th, and she likes tobacco, spending time calmly immersed in thought. She might not be my girl after all. Dislikes whiners, impatient people, and noise. Nah, she's definitely not my girl, because I'm all of them. Last one especially. Oh, but look at Ezra. Oh man, I don't let it slip often, you know. But I do have a thing for blonde girls, I think, since, you know, the secretary is blonde too. And big girls too, since, you know, my secretary is very, very big too. She's a huge woman. Not as huge, don't worry. She's not like some 3-meter giant, and I don't have a giantess fetish, I think. Anyway, Ezra, age 28. Oh, younger than me. Gender female. Affiliation 7 association. Grade 3 fixer. Height 187 centimeters. Bigger than me. Make of that what you will. You will never guess how big I actually am. There's a lot of things about me shrouded in mystery, and I like to keep it that way. Hobbies: collecting workshop weapons, snacking on cookies while the detective isn't looking. Oh, she's so cute. Specialties: request-free fee negotiations and hectic brawling. Specific type of brawling. It's not just regular brawling, but hectic. Birthday: January 27th. That's a nice birthday, actually. Likes expensive and powerful weapons. Sweets, such as sugary coffee. I love sugary coffee. And cake. I love cake. Small animals. I love all animals. Houses. There's a comma here, so she just likes houses? Okay. Ham, pan, pans, mustard sandwiches. She dislikes waiting for Moses to finish thinking. It's understandable. And flowers. She's allergic to them. I'm allergic too, but I wouldn't say I don't like flowers. I mean, I'm also allergic against cats and dogs, and I still like cats and dogs. So let's see, finally, chapter 7. Uriah Atelier. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It's like the French pronunciation, I think. It's how you pronounce it in Germany too. So it might be different in English. Behold, your graceful maneuvers and his elegant smoke. Well, it's slightly longer, this chapter. Ezra leads the way, carrying the fedora, my lady, mobster on her shoulder. She seems excited to visit the esteemed workshops she's never gotten to enter before. The mobster with a smashed face tried to negotiate with us. Hey, don't take me to Uriah, please. She's gonna use me as a test subject, I'm sure of it. Should we really care for the well-being of a crook who tried to kill us? Yeah, just kill me now. I'd rather die here than be brought back to that sick bastard. All the more reason to take you to her, then, I answered, smoking from my pipe. Whoa, I used to just take a peek at this place when I walked by, and now we finally get to see what's inside. Is this the place? Seems pretty small for a renowned workshop. A square building about 3 meters tall stood by itself at the center of the street. The small letters written on the workshop's door read, Uriah Atelier. Under that was a kind instruction that read, please knock only if you are part of our membership. I read in a catalog that Uriah Atelier is run by one person. I think that's why it's so small. I assume it only produces goods in small quantities then? That's not the case, actually. I heard the workshop values both quality and quantity. It's rather suspicious, but before that, how do we get in here now? I could have asked for a break through a door of this size, but as with most things in the city, you should never judge something by looks alone. The door could be very well armed with some foolhardy security device that melts whoever touches it without authorization. Hey Fedora, how do I get into this workshop? You gotta have the membership. Well, do you have it? Our syndicate took on a job so that we could get it. How did you meet Uriah then? Detective. Oh. Wait, that's Ezra speaking, I think. Detective. Actually, Uriah Atelier chooses its own clients. The workshop sends membership invitations to potential patrons, but we haven't gotten anything yet. What kind of stupid criteria makes this fedora wearing Mora ineligible and not us? You tell me. Fedora, open the door. What? No way. Who knows what kind of security system it might have. How about this then? If you do as I say, I won't hand you over to Uriah. You promise? Sure. God, he's not falling for that, is he? Fedora walks over to the door. They broke into a cold sweat, hesitating to touch the door before finally reaching out to the door handle. Nothing happens yet. They turn the handle and slowly pull it. Oh god, this is my sign. I can do some ASMR. Give me a second. There's a door creaking coming up. I have a door. It's about 2 meters away from me. I hope the microphone can pick it up. Let's see. Otherwise I will have to include like I will have to find the sound on the internet. Give me a second, we'll try. still hear me? Hello? Let's see if my door creaks. It wasn't a creak. It's too well oiled. It's all of the fucking lube I store down here, I think. It's even, like, oiling my doors. God damn it. I should really not stock up on a year's worth every time. The door opens, revealing a staircase leading underground. It seems to go pretty deep down. I knew the workshop couldn't be this small. Wow, detective, I guess the real workshop is down there. Maybe the real workshop is the friends we made along the way. For example, Fedora. Am I free now? Take the lead. Damn it. Oh god. I hope he's a recurring character. I like him already. We walk downstairs. Tremors can be felt coming from below. My instincts tell me that this is no ordinary quiver. Something is approaching us. Quickly. Detective, what's that? Actually, what is that? A boar? A bear? A giant creature is running towards us. It's a teddy bear, so cute! Ezra gleefully spoke with a twinkle in her eyes. What it's about to do to us doesn't seem very cute. A giant teddy bear charged at us on all fours. Is that part of this workshop security system? Curious. Or perhaps it's... Ezra, stop that thing! Yes! The teddy bear swung its paw at the Fedora mobster in front of us, removing the upper half of the body in one clean swipe. I guess he won't be there for Chapter 7, Uriah Atelier 2, Electric Boogaloo. Spicy Fists mode! Ezra equipped Namia Workshop gauntlets on both her hands. Boom! Oh wait, yes, more sound! Okay, what kind of sound would big ass gauntlets make? Let's see, we need a big foom. We don't need a big coom, so that would be my specialty. Let's just do a scratching my head. No, that's more like a slap. I need something that makes it sound more deep. Like, that's not a foom, but it's a big funk, at least. The impact of Ezra clashing with the teddy bear sent a shockwave through the basement. Ezra's body is augmented through an expensive and unusual procedure. Oh, I must say that teddy bear is impressive in its own right for enduring her sheer strength. Hurrah! With a shout, Ezra pushed the bear away and activated her gauntlets. G-Corp Singularity is applied to Nemia's workshop gauntlets. The weight of the sphere embedded in the center of the gauntlets can be freely controlled. Ezra raised the weight of her gauntlets and punched the rushing teddy bear in the head. Oh, so she can make them heavier while mid-swing to increase the force and velocity of like her punch. Poomph! Oh, what are we doing on this bed? No, wait. That's wrong. Poomph. How do we do a poomph? Okay, I have some cloth here. We're gonna drop something on top of the cloth. Hopefully it will make a poomph sound. Can you hear that? Let's say that's a poomph, okay? With a loud noise, cotton stuffing burst into the air. Ezra's fist ripped a large hole in the teddy bear's head. She continued to pummel the bear with both her hands, punching even more holes in the teddy bear's body. Cotton stuffing exits the bear and fills the air with each hit until the bear was torn beyond recognition. Is she going aura on him? Haha, I did a good job, right? Ezra spoke triumphantly. You did indeed. The fact that the teddy bear had nothing but cotton inside of it still bothered me. Is it an abnormality? Or is it a distortion? I mean, if the distortion fully hits them, they turn into it, right? So it might have been whoever's running this? But that can't be right, because the story would be at a standstill then. They would just see that no one is here and they would leave. Pretty sure we're gonna meet whoever's running this shop. Going further down, we arrive at a large corridor, and what awaited there caught us by surprise. This place is a real piece of work. No wonder we couldn't be invited to that membership. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this much. The whole workshop is a distortion. Teddy bears of various sizes are moving diligently. This place is like an automated factory. Whoever is running this factory should be avoiding us if they know anything about the work we do. They're using the distortion to operate a workshop, so they obviously wouldn't want to be solved. Or wouldn't want it to be solved. Wow, so they fully mastered it in a way. That's impressive. They're still cute though. For you maybe. At least you have the strength to fend those teddy bears if they try to kill you. Walking past the industrially working teddy bears, we reach the end of the corridor. A big workbench is placed there. Other than its enormous size and the use of too many vibrant colors, it appears to be a regular workbench. And someone is standing before it, as if she were waiting for us the whole time. Oh my gosh, Yuria! Ezra hopped up and down in excitement. She then took something out of a bag and approached Yuria with a loping stride. What is she trying to do? Autograph this book here, please! Ezra pleaded, bowing her head. I've been collecting autographs of workshop meisters in this book, you see? Yuria approached me, paying absolutely no attention to Ezra. You must be Moses. I was eagerly waiting for you. And your pipe, too. Yuria spoke in a youthful voice, a clear and bright voice. The gleam in her eyes was different from Ezra's. There's plenty of workshop equipment that can change form, but that pipe of yours is fundamentally different. I'm sure you're aware of it. It even modifies one physical's makeup without any surgeries or procedures. When did you get that pipe? How did you learn to use it? I've been looking for such an object for so long. I know, right? Detective Smoking Pipe is so mysterious, right? Ezra chimed in, quickly shoving her booklet back into the bag with her face turning red. Oh, she cute. How distracting. I never quite expected the talented Meister to be such an arrogant chatterbox. She's not the kind of person I want to be entangled with. Oh god! Sorry, I just read along. You're gonna get oh god in a second too. You know the Red Mist? The legendary fixer? Oh god, the Red Mist! That's why I went all fangirly sorry. Yeah, I met her a couple of times. The Red Mist's fabled tales of heroics weren't born out of nothing. The weapons she used to brandish and the clothing she used to wear were actually the same sort of equipment as the smoking pipe you're using. Yuria paused for a moment. I'm sure you can feel it too, maybe vaguely. That smoking pipe resonates with your emotions. Wait a second. So, Gebura, or rather Kali, as she was back when she was the Red Mist, her gear was the same than the pipe? That's interesting, so it must be kinda shapeshifting too? Maybe that's why she was so strong? She's right. This pipe is nowhere as simple as the likes of a mechanical arm that moves according to command. It resonates with my feelings. It's as if the pipe is a part of me. I've been running around this workshop not only to just to earn cash, but to get information from the area around me. All the places I've been to before were busts. But look at this. Oh shit, we need a psst. Bzzzt. I can't do that with anything on my desk, so I'm just gonna do it with my mouth. That's what she said. A video starts playing from the screen behind Yuria. It's footage of us fighting syndicate gangs in the empty lot earlier today. Astonished, Ezra covered her mouth with her hands. Recorded footage. You had the audacity to break the taboo of District 14? Are young people these days all bold and brash like you? Yuria went on without a care for our reactions. Behold, your graceful maneuvers and this elegant smoke. I'm about to fall in love. My expectations were right, Moses. You're the one I've been looking for. Scratch that and just tell me, do you know how my pipe works or not? No, I don't. Not yet anyways, though I can try to study it now. Perhaps I could even improve it into something greater. If we work together, of course. She's a nuisance for sure, but I need to learn more. I must know more about this power given to me. So how are you going to try to studying it? By looking into your mind. I'll need to know you. It takes time to get to know each other. How's it sound, Moses? Are you prepared to show me your heart? Detective, you really trust her? I mean, she sounds so suspicious. I love the little question mark, exclamation mark at the end of that sentence. Ezra yelled in panic. Moses, you're going to trust me no matter what. I know you can see it. Right. What can I do for you then? I answered softly. Detective! Ezra was desperate to make me reconsider. Yuria slowly walked towards me and whispered into my ears. This is getting weirdly sexual, I don't know. I'll be your assistant. I want to watch you from up close. I'll make gear and equipment just for you. I want to be of help to you. Also, you can open up your heart to me. Yuria smiled. Hot damn, I need a picture of Yuria so I know whether or not she she gets to open my heart up too or not. I put my hand on my forehead for a moment. This reminds me of some unpleasant memories of the past. I remember meeting someone just like her. I had no other option then, and I have no other option now. The lifeline that descends upon me when there's no way out, the rope I must hold on to. These are the only kind of opportunities that ever come to me. It sounds very sad. Ezra, we're going back to the office. Yes, Chief. With Uriah. Empty a storage room for her. What? Uriah followed right behind me, while it took Ezra a moment to get moving. Or maybe she's afraid of, like, Uriah stealing her spot at her side. I think Ezra quite likes Moses, and Moses obviously likes Ezra too. They're a weird, wacky pair, but they do like each other. And maybe she's afraid of that dynamic changing now that there's three of them. I don't know. I don't know how important to the story she will be, or if it's just establishing a character so we can get more gear for them. I mean, they're gonna travel to District. God, what was it? I don't remember the number. They're gonna do the big journey soon, right? So they need some stuff for that. The storage room in our office was remodeled into Uriah's personal space. She promised to make equipment for us under one condition, that we take her with us whenever we set off to solve cases. Well, crap, she's definitely coming with us now. Detective, it's so weird. Why aren't you solving her distortion? She broke the taboo of the district too. Ezra complained as she stuffed ham, pan-pans, mayonnaise-flavored sandwich in her mouth. I'm simply making use of Uriah's strength. And I have you to count on, so don't worry. I soothed Ezra. Very, very cool. Very nice. I imagine she's going to be sulky for a while. Oh, Moses, it's so smooth. Jesus. I, Moses, have no trust in other human beings. I do not trust the words of Uriah, a stranger. I simply trust my eyes. She is not distorted. I do not see any distortion from Uriah. Whoa. What? Now that's a bombshell? But her workshop was a big-ass distortion, right? How do you know that it's not that and it just detached itself from her? I guess Moses must be able to tell. There must be some lingering lines or something that connects people to the distortion even if it detaches or something. That's interesting. So I guess this is why she has such an interest in her as well. This is why she accepted. This is a weird case for her, right? Because having no distortion is in itself, and I think I said this before, I said this about Moses, having no distortion is in itself a distortion in this case, right? In this world. Since if everyone has one, then the one person without one, they are truly special. And all I can say is I'm looking forward to it, and all I can say is again that I'm very happy that so many people seem to enjoy it, and that is quite nice. So have a good one, and bye.